attorney Marina Shepelsky. I'm here today to discuss in more detail what to do if you filed an I-751 petition to remove conditions on your green card. In other words, regular people's language, if you had a 2-year green card and now you're having a problem because either you no longer live with your wife or husband, 2, you were abused in this marriage, they didn't treat you well, and now you don't know what to do because you're all by yourself with this 2-year green card and it's time to file. 3, situation number 3, you filed already with your husband or wife, but they are nowhere to be found anymore. So in the process that you filed the I-751, they disappeared, they moved out, they left you, you had big problems, they abused you, all kinds of situations where they're no longer cooperating in your case. What to do? Well, today I will answer some of those questions. The first thing to do would be to gather all the evidence that you had before of the marriage. So the first thing to do is to go over whatever joint documents you created with your husband or wife when you were living together. Bank statements that have 2 names on them, leases that have 2 names on them, bills, utility bills that have 2 names on them, phone plan bills that have 2 names on them, any trips you took together, itineraries, printouts of tickets. Maybe you flew somewhere together on an airplane and you sat next to each other. So the tickets will say 34A and 34B with your 2 names on it. Perfect evidence of the marriage. Tax returns you filed together. For tax returns, we ask you to get a transcript IRS online. Any other kind of proof that you lived together. In addition, we ask you to collect 3 or 4 witness letters signed by your friends and family saying who they are, how do they know you, and that they confirm that you were truly married to this person. At the time you lived with them, this was a real marriage. You didn't intend to trick them into marrying you for a green card. You didn't marry them for a green card. No, this was a real marriage. You lived with them for love and to create a family together. And those people who are writing you witness letters must provide you a copy of their ID. What do we do with all this information? The next step is we decide what kind of waiver are you eligible for from the usual process of the jointly filed I-751 petition. If you haven't filed anything yet, right away from the very beginning, we choose 1 or 2 grounds for a waiver. 2 reasons why USCIS should give you a green card all by yourself without the other spouse. Usually those reasons are, we live together for real, but we're getting divorced. Divorce. 2, we live together for real, but she or he was extremely cruel to me. Extreme cruelty. Ground number 2 for a waiver. Ground 3, and I usually include it in everything we file. Hardship to me, the immigrant, if I had to go back to my country. And those hardships are, you're maybe seeing a psychologist in the United States. You're getting therapy that's not available in your country. You might have a medical problem that's not available. The treatment is not available in your country. You might have some special circumstances, like you're going to college for a great job, and in your country that job gets like $3 an hour, but in the United States you're going to get $80,000 a year, and we'll print out all kinds of proofs for this. If you were abused, you must see a psychologist. We'll ask your psychologist to do a special evaluation for immigration to read that you confirmed to the doctor that you were really married, but you got into bad problems of the marriage during the marriage, and it's not your fault, and you're suffering because of this. This is all for abuse. Also, for abuse, if you've had orders of protection, if your spouse was arrested by the police for what they did to you, or even other things that shows them to be a person of bad character, this is very helpful. If they had problems with IRS or creditors or anything like that, that works for us as evidence that this person was of bad character. We put all this together and we file the new I-751 with those grounds for waiver and proofs, the evidence you collected of the marriage and of the abuse or divorce or whatever that works in your case. If, however, you already filed the I-751 and it's in the process, but now something changed, we'll do the same thing, but we write a special cover letter asking USCIS to switch you from jointly filed to the waiver, to, the exception to the rule where we ask them to please consider your filing for yourself alone now. The third situation, if you were already denied, we'll do a new application for you, brand brand new USCIS form, I-751, including all the old evidence and all the new evidence of the marriage and the reason why you deserve an exception or the waiver. So depending on what you're going through, we can help you with all these situations, even if you are already in immigration court. This works, and it doesn't matter for us where you live. We can help you. This is a federal kind of case. We have a big network of other lawyers who will actually go to court with you, but we are the ones who will work on your case, create a strategy, and we will be with you every step of the way. Give us a call if you have a situation with your 2-year green card you don't know what to do with. We can help. Shepelsky Law, 718-769-6352.